That was a nice response by your team coach, wasn't it?
Yeah, changed up some things structure-wise. Boys bought in, very just taking time and space away, and then went back to Old Faithful there in the third, and the boys shut that game down nicely.
What did you change up for today's
Just
game?
more aggressive forecheck, being more physical, and we went to it after we got down in Sag, and the boys liked it, so we wanted to get going here tonight. And obviously, what was it, 15-2 shots on net, so it was nice.
Yeah, the start was the key to the game, wasn't it? In your mind?
Yeah. And listen, we played a real good game, dominated Ozone time, had a ton of chances to blow that game wide open, and hit some crossbars, posts. The goalies made some good saves, and then those things happen. You give up 2 goals, and now you're in a hockey game. But right from our captain right on down, they bought into getting pucks deep and staying above and not giving up odd man rushes, and we were real good in the third.
Yeah, your number one line was really good. Can you talk about your decision to put Ethan Garden between Belches and Greentree?
Yeah, obviously, Gards does everything right. Like everything. He moves pucks. He's always on the back check. He's always in the right spots. And man, they look good tonight. He was getting our 2 big guys the puck a lot, and he's a safety valve for them. Right now they know he's going to be back and be in good spots defensively.
Gives you a nice option to keep them together going forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we tried to get some secondary scoring, as we've talked about before. And once we get everyone back here, it's a nice option for sure. And like you said, Guards is a 17-year-old, but he just played against an NHL drafted pick in Lombardi and Aspinall, and obviously he was real good.
Just talk about your captain. 3 goals again tonight, 4 points.
Yeah, we did video before the game, and I think he listened to everything I said, and I'm just joking. No, he's always going to get his chance. Last night he was upset. We broke down some tape, and I said, "Tree, like, you're getting your chances, and work on some detail stuff." And he could have had 5 or 6 tonight. He's a special player.
I thought your penalty kill was key today. They had like a full 2-minute 2-man advantage.
Yeah.
Just talk about your penalty kill. I think they went 0 for 6 overall today.
Yeah, our penalty kill's been great. Again, very, very aggressive. We were blocking shots. Again, you got a guy, Ethan Gardens, out there, our first guy to go to on that. And I could have put Tree out there. Belches went out. Spelly was in the box. So credit to those guys, man. It was awesome. And obviously Joey made some big saves there.
I mean, the injury situation, you have to call in, skip up. You're still down a guy today.
Yeah.
Where is that situation as far as?
Yeah, and then obviously we had Nessie in the lineup, and he just we had to take him out just before warm up. So that brought us down. We were short a guy, but that's credit to our guys, and hopefully we get some bodies back.
Was any of that sort of a carryover from last year, where you had to deal with so much of that in the playoffs, as far as just guys responding to the fact that there are guys out?
I think so, especially the guys that have been here all year, were here last year. They've been through it. We had success, obviously, against the Sioux and Kitch with a bunch of guys out. So they're used to it, and obviously, when your best players are your best players, we're gonna have a chance to win, and that was the case tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hi, I'm Dan Gemus, CEO of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. When you think real estate in Windsor and Essex County, think of the Dan Gemus Team. We're here to help every step of the way. Learn more at dangemus.com.
Heck of a performance today, Captain. Did you make a conscious effort to say, I'm going to put the team on my back today, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm always trying to do my best, obviously, and we went down 2 guys today, and Nesbitt obviously got sick there, and that was a last-minute pull from the lineup, so that was obviously a big guy that we lost. So I knew I needed to step up my game, and I think I've been fighting it the last couple games. So everything was just kind of clicking today, and Garden played with me and Belches today, and he did really well. So we just clicked as a line, and that helped a lot.
Found you shooting the puck a lot more today. Did you make a conscious decision to shoot a lot more today? Or?
Yeah, well, I also know that goalie. I'm pretty sure turned 16 a week ago, so I knew if I just got pucks on the net, I would get rewarded, and so I think just knowing the other team is also a big part of that. And again, I mean, I think I've been fighting it the last couple of games, and I knew I needed to get on the board, and that's exactly what I did today.
With your 3 goals, you're now 6th all-time on the Spitz all-time goals list. Does that mean something special to you?
Yeah, obviously it's been 4 years here with Windsor, and it's been a great 4 years, best 4 years of my life. I said it in the other interview after the game. I'm just honored to be a Spitfire and to wear that crest all the time, and for the last 4 years especially. So, I'm proud of it, and that's obviously a huge deal for me. And I got a couple more goals that I have in mind, and I just got to keep going, and I want to lead this team to another Memorial Cup.
You said you didn't know before the game, though, that you were close to moving up the list again.
Yeah, no, I had no clue. I knew a little bit about, I think I'm 7th right now in all-time points or something around that. So that's all I know. But yeah, I haven't really looked too much into the goals.
Do you look at any of the names as you go by them? Or
Sorry?
do you look at any of the names on that list as you go by them, or names that you're coming up on?
Yeah. Obviously, there's some really, really cool names. There's I think Ryan Ellis is 2nd right now. Taylor Hall. There's a lot of great players. So to be in that kind of category is really something special. And I've it's been a long time coming, and it's been a great 4 years.
You guys went through those injuries last year. I mean, Flint came in banged up too. Did that experience last year, does that help this year? I mean, is that something you can sort of lean on or go back to when you get in a situation with guys out for you guys tonight as well?
Yeah, I've always played my same game. I like to think, and it doesn't really matter who's in the lineup or who's out and who we're playing. I think that's something that I've built in my mind, and in my mindset that I got to be my best every night. And I think if I'm my best every night, then it doesn't matter who we have in, and that's what I think of myself as a player. And we got a lot of guys that stepped up tonight. Brocklehurst played really well. So I think there was guys who played great tonight, and we played good. We played a good game.
When you get 4-0 with the dominance you guys had, do you find it harder to step on the gas pedal, or is it just like keep the game plan going?
Yeah, I think something that we want to do is always just play our game, and obviously when we go 4-0, we had a lot of chances to bury them and end the game right there. And obviously I had a 2-0 that I didn't converge on, and just stuff like that just didn't go our way, and then they ended up getting 2 goals. So it was a flip of a coin, I think, and we could have went up 6-0 there, and then it just ended up the other way. So for us, we always want to make sure that we're going as hard as we can all the time. Doesn't matter the score. So obviously we're going to be better at that, and we closed out the game, and that's all that matters.
Hi, I'm Dan Gemus, CEO of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team. When you think real estate in Windsor and Essex County, think of the Dan Gemus Team. We're here to help every step of the way. Learn more at dangemus.com.
Ethan, congrats on the win, and congrats on your performance too. What did you think about your team's play today?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we were awesome. Recently we've maybe taken a step back in some of the things we've been good at, but tonight I think we came out really hard and executed really well. I think we were great tonight.
You joined that first line. How much confidence does it give you that coach has confidence in you to play on that number 1 line?
Yeah, it gives me confidence for sure, knowing your coach trusts you and believes in you, so that definitely does help when I go out and play.
How was it playing on that line?
Oh, it's great. I mean, Belichets and Greentree, they're both great players, and they're really easy to play with, so, getting them the puck, and they'll make something happen with it.
Yeah, what were you trying to accomplish there? What do you see your role in being in that line?
Yeah, I mean, winning face-offs and, kind of being a good role player on that line, two-way role player, so supporting the puck and, being on the defensive side of it, and then, when the offense is there, obviously being in the right spot and setting up plays.
I mean, you got that role last year too as a 16-year-old, right? Where you guys sort of thrust in the playoffs, you guys had to take bigger roles. How did that help you, or how does that help you when you get back into this situation? Nesbitt's out, I got to step in, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it definitely helps already having that experience. So obviously I've been through it before, so having that experience is huge. I mean, all it does is help.
The face-off work. How much have you done with that, working on the face-offs?
Yeah, I do a lot of work with the face-offs with Newberry, our coach. After practice, he's great with that, and it's a credit to him. We're always working on face-offs.
What have you learned in that?
Just a couple of different techniques. I don't want to give away the secrets, but
You talk about sort of a step back the last couple games. I mean, what has been missing as far as you're concerned the last couple?
I think we just haven't executed our systems as well as we'd like to, and we've still gotten chances, but obviously our scoring hasn't been as great. But I mean, when we start finding the net, they'll keep coming, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, how do you think this team helps you going forward? Or how this win helps you keep going forward?
Oh, this game was huge for us tonight. I think we're all confident. We all played a really good game tonight as a team, and I think we're going to just keep it rolling now.
Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you.